Today I'm gonna unbox my brand new Apple Watch Ultra. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I just bought the new Apple Watch Ultra here. It's their brand new, rugged, super high-tech, geared for the outdoorsy Apple Watch, and yet they still allow me to buy it. So I thought we would do a detailed unboxing, and then in a later video, I'll give you my full thoughts on this watch after I've used it a little while. You know, gone hiking, endurance running, Ironman, triathlete, marathon, and then scuba diving. Or just wearing it around the office for a few days. Alright, let's get this thing unboxed. So, what I have here is my new Apple Watch Ultra. Just came, ordered it, and actually didn't quite get the one I wanted here, but I got the one that would deliver on the launch day. Otherwise, with the runner's loop, or whatever they call it, I couldn't get it till October. So, this is what we've got. First of all, it comes in very different packaging. I'm used to kind of the long watch box here, but this one is a bit bulkier here. You can see we have the debossed Apple Watch name in there. It's kind of funny on the back. It's got like these loops. I'm not even sure what all this is about. Maybe just so that it closes up correctly, but it's almost like a coffee table book. I'm not sure what that's about. But as you can see here, as we unfold it, oh, what it's about is about awesome presentation. So we get a really big graphic here, the mountains and all that. We get a book here welcoming us to the Apple Watch Ultra family. You can see the Alpine Loop, the Ocean Band, I think that's silicone band, and then the Trail Loop. Now, this is the one that must have gone very, very quickly because I couldn't get it. But this is the one that I got here, so with the Alpine Loop, but I didn't get it in orange, despite the fact that I love orange. Then a little bit of an overview. This button right here on the side is kind of the new button, this function button, this programmable button, and awesome that it has a bunch of sweet GPS. Now, I do like orange. I just don't like too much orange, but as you can see, they call it international orange for emergencies, but I love the fact that it looks kind of like an anodized orange. So, looks like we get some Apple Watch materials back here. I was hoping some stickers would fall out, but no stickers, I guess, with the Ultra. You're not sticker worthy. Now here we have what you can see are two boxes, and this is generally how they do Apple Watches because they just sell you the case and then they sell you the band and then they put it together. I wish you could just get them separate. Here is the band that I did get. So this is that Alpine Loop. I would have loved that runner's loop because it's supposed to be a little bit more like kind of the sport loop that you got on the original Apple Watch, which I really loved because it was nice and comfortable. And I got this one in kind of a fairly modest tan here. So, as you can see, and they definitely have the instructions on how to put this on, but this is definitely kind of like a very light gray, I don't know, not even a sand. I mean, it's more gray than tan, I would say. But it's pretty nice. It's definitely kind of light. You can see how this works, though. Basically, what we have here is some nylon. Is it stretchy? Yeah, a little bit. So I actually think that should be pretty comfortable. This is the part that will go against your wrist, so that'll be nice and smooth. In here, we have these kind of sewn on or fused on little loops, and that's because this little buckle here will kind of slide out like this. You can see that it has a little hook there to anchor it in, so once you get it into position you can put it on like this. I would say that all of this hardware here looks like titanium. Even think maybe the little adapters right there are titanium, so probably very sturdy. What I would say is that the piece right here does not really want to slide super easily because of the material, but this is the one we will use for the time being. And then here we have the Apple Watch itself. We have two pullaways on this side, and now I can open this up, and ooh, not only do we get designed by Apple in California, but we get the Latin lounge there too, so definitely suggesting its outdoor and adventure kind of ethos. And then in here we have the Apple Watch charger. Now I will say this is different than when I had my Apple Watch in previous years. It looks like we get USB-C right there, and then in here we get the Apple Watch charging pad, which looks to be pretty similar. I would say this is different. This used to be like white plastic, and I definitely like that we have kind of this nylon braided material over the cord, so that's an improvement. And then here is the watch itself. Now I will tell you, just looking at this, it is definitely bigger than the other ones. I knew that, right? The old one only went up to 45 millimeters. This one is standard across Ultra models, 49 millimeters, which a lot of people will say is huge. It's huge, but I actually don't really think 49 is huge. So there's a couple things that I will say about a 49 millimeter watch. For a lot of people, that is going to be gargantuan. It's not going to look right. I have a fairly big, chunky wrist due to my massive muscles, and so I have worn up to like 52, 53 millimeters sometimes, honestly, on a daily wear. But usually for me, 45 to 46, 47 millimeters is perfect. So 2 millimeters is definitely going to be in the range. Now, I will also say that when you square out a case like this, as opposed to just making it circular, it also tends to hide a little bit of that size. So it's just kind of a surface area issue too. It's a little bit of an optical illusion. I want to show you here that it is really nice looking. I'm going to get in on that. You can see the titanium case here. You know, it feels sturdy. If I were to lash this to the end of a stick, I feel like I could beat something to death with it. I mean, it definitely feels rugged, but it doesn't feel overly heavy. I've had watches in the 50 millimeter range that feel very heavy, but you can see what that looks like. And we have a bunch of holes. I'm not sure exactly which one are for the microphone and which one are for the speakers. I think this is a speaker, and I think that maybe that's the auxiliary speaker to do the siren, which we will definitely test out in another video. You can see the slightly lighter band underneath the screen there, and I believe that is something for the antenna to kind of give it some extra range capacity. You can see this new lip that floats above in titanium that protects the sapphire crystal. I'm really glad that they have that. I know sapphire is harder and thus a little bit more shatter prone, but the advantage over Gorilla Glass for me on a daily basis is that I will more likely brush up against stuff than impact stuff. And again, you know, I know this is geared or at least marketed more towards the outdoor adventurer, but I think a lot of us urban dwellers are going to buy this just for the features, the battery life, all of that. And so I love that it has sapphire. You know, a lot of us guys wear sapphire, and I would even say that a lot of the scuba diving watches, the outdoor watches, you know, kind of the orienteering and exploration watches have sapphire crystal too. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just glad that you won't get as many micro scratches on it. It tends to be hard like a diamond. And then on the back here, what's kind of interesting is, I guess maybe this is probably like Gorilla Glass. You can see that it's kind of clear. I think all this printing is on the back end here, and you have the sensors right there, and you can see how this big crown actually comes down a little bit. Now, I will tell you one thing, that when I wear this on my wrist, I have generally gone to the left-handed mode like this, because when I flick my wrist up here, I've had a tendency to push in this crown, which is a button on Apple Watches. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a problem there. I'm going to wear it as normal, and we'll actually see. All right, but what I want to do here now is put on this wristband, and I might be putting this on upside down, but I actually like the idea that I can pull it from the bottom and adjust it. So I'm just going to slide this in here. What I really do love about this is that obviously this wristband, the lugs here are going to be a perfect fit, and because I think they are also titanium, they are going to be a perfect match, as well as super rugged. So if you did catch this on something and were pulling on it like this, because I think this whole thing is titanium, you can see what a great fit that is. You know, that is going to be as rugged as it gets. Now, I just want to go ahead and try to put this on and just see how this little Alpine Loop wristband works. So I'm going to put it on there. All right, that's a little snug. You can see how the watch kind of naturally settles into some of the low points on the band material. And if I pull it down there, I don't want it too tight, so I'm going to go just a little bit looser right there. Okay, so now it's just a little bit loose, which is actually kind of how I like wearing it day to day. It is a little bit stretchy. I'm just going to go one more notch tighter here. If it's actually better to go a little tight and let the stretchiness of the material do its thing. I actually think that's kind of the way to go. I mean, it's still just a little bit loose. It's a little tighter than I would normally wear it. But I think what we're doing now is letting the stretchiness of the band work and kind of be your friend. And you can see here, I think I have generally had about a 7¼ inch wrist. I think that looks fine. It might look a little big. It's a little bit tall, but like I said, I've worn watches that are bigger, and that looks pretty good to me. If it were further down or up my arm, I think it would look even that much better, but I think that looks pretty good, and that puts the buckle right down here. Now, I will say I ordered this with the XL because I tend to have bigger wrists. You know, if you have a really thin wrist, you know, you don't have the cankle wrist like I do, then you're probably going to go with the smaller band, but I can pull this out. I just wish this were a little smoother. On a day-to-day basis, it's kind of jumpy to get this on and off. You know, it's not just smooth like those sport bands. But I really do love this color. That's actually really nice. I think that's a pretty smart look there. So this is the first look at the Apple Watch Ultra. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to get it set up. I'm going to use it. I'm going to try out all the features. I'm going to record those. And when I firm up an opinion on what I think of the Apple Watch Ultra, I will report back to you so that you can decide if you want to part with $800 of your own money on the newest, most high-tech, most adventure-oriented watch from Apple, at least because I know there are a bunch of other brands that are in the space too. So look forward to that. But as I am unboxing it, I'm pretty excited. Looks pretty good. Can't wait to try it out. If you want to pick one up, I'll put a link to this in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.